Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's video we'll be discussing about what is the meaning of plot area, what is the meaning of a built-up area and super built-up area, and what is the use of FAR. So in this concept we'll see how to identify various types of area when you make a residential building plan or any kind of buildings which you are making to construct. So you need to understand how this is to be worked out. So let's see in detail about what is the meaning of plot area. So everybody is aware about what is the meaning of plot area. So any land you are purchasing for the construction of house, so basically it is a plot area, that is a surface. So when you are purchasing a land, so basically when you purchase some land surface and you measure that with square feet, so basically the plot areas are measured in terms of square feet, or we can say in square meters. So these are the two terms which we use, so square feet or square meters. So how much square feet is your plot? Someone says 1200 square feet or 2400 square feet or 800 square feet. So it depends on the location as well as the plot size, how much you have purchased for making a construction of your house. So this is the idea. So it has a length and width. So basically it has a length and it also have a width. So we need to calculate this area length into breadth. So we calculate area as length into breadth. So that gives you total area of this particular plot. So this is called basically plot. What we see here, it's kind of plot, right? So further that, how you want to know, if suppose you want to do some calculation. So let's take an example. 960 square feet. So you have a plot size called 960 square feet. Then how you want to understand what will be the length, what will be the breadth. So what dimensions we want to make a plan for this 960 square feet. So as I said, area is calculated as length into breadth. So how to do this? So let's take the area as 960. So equating that area with respect to one of the length or equate to breadth. So right now I'm taking length is equal to breadth. So we are putting as area is equal to length into length. So that is L square. So this is a basic simple mathematics. So how we calculate the square root, and you take the value of one of the unknown length or one of the unknown parameters. So here these two parameters are there. So we are not aware about length. We are not aware about what is the breadth. So the calculation goes in similar manner. So we take a square root of 960 equate to length. So when you take square root of 960, we get 30.98. So what is this 30.98? Since our units are in feet, so we are talking about in square feet. So we are always considering right now, so square feet. So it's going to be in feet. It's going to be in feet. So here I am taking a round off of 30 feet. So let us assume that one of the length is going to be 30 feet. So now the trial starts. How you want to calculate what will be the suitable size. So here is a trial I have worked out. So 30 feet you are taking, multiply with again 30 feet. So your area is around 900 square feet, which is less. So we have 960. So we are getting as 900 square feet. Now trial 2. So take trial 2. So we are trying with 30 by 31 feet. So we get 930 square feet. So now next trial, third trial I'm doing 30 by 32. So we get 960 square feet. So how I am doing this? So I am fixing one of the dimensions. So whatever the value I get, I am fixing that one particular value. I am just nearly changing this void, like we can increase or decrease. So in order to get our exact area, sometimes you can't get the exact area, you may get in decimals. So we need to adjust that decimals with a nearby area part. So we should not exceed. So we should not exceed more than 960, but it can be less than like 958. So it can be less by 2 square feet. You can reduce it. So these are the way we need to understand how you want to calculate the area of a particular plot. So when you purchase next time your house, so you should be aware how to calculate your plot area, what is the total length and what is the total width. So be aware about this. You can practice with various numbers. So you can practice. So you can take away. So you can try for 850 square feet. You can try for 1100 square feet, and you can try for 1350 square feet. So you can practice by yourself in the same manner. So what can be the exact value that you need to choose for your plot? Okay, so now this is simple. So we have a proper rectangle box, so it is easy to calculate a length and a breadth taking a square root. So let's assume about this size. So again, here it's also a perfect, it's not like a perfect rectangle, we can say. So if you divide this particular area, so this becomes 1, this becomes 2. So we need to calculate the area for this part. So how we want to calculate? So we use the measurements here. So we do the field measurement. So we do field measurement. So using a tape. So we go for a tape. So we do the field measurement and we find out what is the length of this, what is the length, and we calculate the total area of 1 plus 2. So in such way we calculate and we get the measurement. What are the sizes on? Exactly is on the size of, on the ground size. So we get 17 feet, we get 30 feet, again 32 feet and 4.9 inch, 47 feet and 57 feet. So when you work out on this, we get the total area as 1941.306 square feet. So like this only we start calculating the plot area. What is the plot area? Okay, next let's discuss about something in different manner. Irregular plots. So here the shapes is totally irregular. So we have a irregular size. So how to calculate area for this? So in such case, if you have tape, we can do the measurement by tape. So we can do by field measurement using a tape. So we can go for field measurement by tape, or we can do survey. So we can do the engineering survey. So we can do engineering survey. We can put our instrument point and we can see all the coordinates, what are the coordinates, and then we can calculate the area by surveying method also. So engineering surveying method also we can come to know what is the total area of this particular field. So in such way we calculate what is the total area for this particular field. So you come to know the dimensions. So all the dimensions will be calculated, and then we can go for triangulation method, so which is called dividing the area in triangulations. So through triangulation method we can calculate the area. For example, if you are going to make a triangulation, so we can make a triangulations. So in such way we can calculate what are the areas. Now we can divide this particular part. So we have triangle 1, triangle 2 and triangle 3, and this is again a rectangle box. Again this is a rectangle box. So we can calculate what are the distance from this point to over here. So this way also we can calculate the plot area when you go in real scenarios. Okay, next what we want to know. So these are the various plots which you come to know. So in a field or any kind of agriculture field, when you're purchasing a land or any constructions, you may be seeing a number of advertisements for the plot sale. So what they do, they just show the pictures, what is the plot size and what are the nearby amenities and nearby railway stations or nearby airport or bus stand. So what are the availabilities? So for this particular plot, what are the nearby availabilities they used to explain. And also they explain what is the roads are, what is the size of the road, 100 feet road or 40 feet road. So all these are the things they explain it. So we should be aware about how to calculate the area for this. So we go to the field, we measure this distance, and then we can determine what is the total area of this plot. Okay, the next part, so you can see in like a number of plots. So you can see here number of plots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 n numbers. So these are the plots. So when you say plot sale, so we go and purchase a one particular plot. So it depends on the square feet. What is the square feet? So how much square feet depending on the location, which location you are purchasing. So according to that particular location, we have a cost variations. Certain case we have 1,000 square feet, per square feet is 1,000 rupees. So it depends on the location. So in a city like Chennai, Delhi or Mumbai, the cost of per square feet. So when talk about per square feet, so they have a cost rupees like 1,300 rupees, or sometimes it can be rupees 1500 also, or in some certain cheap areas where local villages area or interior village area, you may get the size rupees for 600 also, or less than that 450 also you may get. So it depends on the location. So it depends on your location where you are purchasing a land. So it depends on city or village or nearby area, how much areas are developed. So depending on that, the cost factor will be depend. Okay, now further that, this is called layout. So when you go for a particular layout, how you make a construction plot layout. So what are the amenities is available, so nearby flat systems, what are the flat systems are available. So this is a plan for a flat system. So there are flat A, B and CD block and DE block, and these are some shopping complex which is available, and some ATM machines, security rooms and passage for the pedestrians. So this is called a layout. When you make a building, these are some kind of layout pictures which we need to show to the client how we want to represent our plot areas, right? Or some kind of overlook of your buildings, where the building is located, or this is also called a bird's eye view. So we can show that in a particular aspects. So we are showing the top layout of the buildings, right? Next, what is called carpet area. So when you say word called carpet area, what is the meaning of it? So what is the meaning? So when you say this, so when we say carpet area, how to calculate it? So to understand what is a carpet area, now look at this picture. So in this picture you can see a green color is shaded. So you can see this a shaded portion. So you can see this shaded portion in the green color. So that is your area. So where that is calculated between the room sizes, wherever the rooms are there, inner to inner. So wherever the rooms are there, inner to inner dimensions we are measuring, but we are not measuring the wall thickness, or we are not measuring the staircase area, or any kind of lobby areas, corridors is there, we are not going to consider that in carpet area. So this concept is said as carpet area is also called as a usable area that measure only the inner dimensions of the rooms. So what are the inner dimensions we measure? That is called your carpet area. Now excluding the thickness of wall. So we are not considering the thickness of wall. So this is not counted in your carpet area. So imagine that you are just putting a carpet inside your room. Just imagine that you are putting a carpet inside that floor part. So that is called your carpet area. So it is also not called as floor area. Don't mistake it. Don't mistake. So it is not called as a floor area. We are not saying carpet area is also called as a floor area. Floor area concept is something different. So right. So what is the meaning of carpet area? It is also called as usable area in order to mention the inner dimension, and we are not considering the wall thickness or staircase or any corridor or lobby area. Lobby area is nothing but sit out, like sit out area or corridor area, we are not considering in carpet area. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Next, what is meaning of built up area? So when you say built up area, yes, so now look at this picture. So again you can see the shaded portions, right? So you can see the shaded portion again. So here the green color is covering wall thickness also. If you see the previous picture and the current picture, so you can see the previous picture there is no shaded for the wall thickness, but in this picture if you see, the wall thickness is also shaded. That means what? We are considering the wall thickness. So in built up area we consider the wall thickness also, but we are not considering the lobby or any kind of a staircase area. We are not considering in the area calculations. So this is how the built up area is calculated. So what is called built up area? So your carpet area plus wall area is called as built up area. So just we need to measure outer dimension to outer dimensions of the all the rooms, including a wall thickness. We are considering all this, but we are not considering the staircase, lobby or corridor space. We are not considering that in built up area. So all this built up area is also called as what? plinth area. We are saying that built up area is also called as plinth area. So this is how this is calculated, how you want to understand. Again, this is also not called as floor area. So this is also not called as floor area, right? So I hope this is clear to you. Next, what is called super built up area? So how to calculate super built up area? So super built up area is everything. So everything you need to calculate: lobby, staircase, wall thickness, inner dimensions of room, excluding everything. Wherever you have done completely, you need to measure all the dimensions and calculate the area. So super built up area is nothing but your built up area plus all common areas. So that can be a staircase, that can be a lobby area. Everything is calculated in this super built up area, right? So just measure all the rooms, staircase, also corridor space. So we need to consider all the rooms and staircase and corridor space. So that is called as super built up area. So nothing is excluded here. So we are not leaving anything here. So everything is added in the super built up area. So super built up area is also known as a sellable area. So how much sellable area is there? So sellable area, what is the plot cost? Everything will be incorporated here. So the gross area refers to total built up area, which includes your external walls, and your gross floor area is also considered includes lobby, meeting rooms, stairwells and basements and restrooms, and also storage rooms. Everything is included in your super built up area. Okay, next you want to know about FAR. What is called FAR? So FAR is nothing but a small concept that is called floor area ratio. So what is this floor area ratio? So it depends on the city and city development, how fast your city is getting developed. So any kind of buildings are constructed in a rapid manner, how much percentage of floor is occupied. So that ratio is calculated here. Total plot area, out of the total plot area, how many floors you have constructed, how many buildings has been occupied. So that we consider as a floor area ratio. So in order to know this, so just imagine this is your ground, or you can say plot. So this is one ground and this is your building. This is a building construction is going to be here. So your building is going to be here. So imagine that's a floor area is going to be here, and these are free right now. So the building is going to be constructed here. Now we need to compare this building area with respect to the ground area. So let me show you here. So this is how it shows. So when you see here the gross area, that is gross floor area with respect to total plot area or site area, so how much it is. So for example, to understand how to calculate FAR for your building, so you should have that building area, that is 60 by 40 for example. So example, you have a building size of 60 by 40. So this is a building area, so 60 by 40. So now this is a plot size. So what are the ground you have? So this is a ground size, so 100 by 120. Calculate the area of both. So first I am calculating the site area, 100 by 120. So we get 12,000 square feet. And then you calculate the gross floor area, that is 60 by 40. So we get 2,400 square feet. So now the FAR stands for, that is, this is the formula. So gross floor area divided by site area. So what is the gross floor area? 2,400 divided by 12,000 square feet, that is your site area. So we get 0.2. So what this 0.2 say? So the FAR is depends on the amount of your area occupied, how much amount of area is occupied, that is a percentage value. So this value, if it increase, it shows that the building is getting more dense. The building areas are getting more dense. If the FAR is increasing, if the values are increasing, that means what? It is getting dense populated. The areas are getting developed very fast rate. So this is how the FAR has been calculated. So I hope this is clear today, how to calculate your plot area, how to calculate a built up area, super built up area, and floor area ratio. So in next session we'll be discussing about your section and elevation. Okay, thank you for watching.